owner-occupied multi-apartment buildings in Central and Eastern Europe means a very specific challenge in this context, because all the individual homeowners have to come together and make joint decisions on the renovation of their buildings. This is due to the historic context of a huge privatization wave in the early 90s. Up until then, in most socialist countries, the state owned a lot of multi-apartment buildings and people lived there as tenants. They paid the rent. And in the early 90s, they were offered to buy the property they lived in. So from tenants, they became owners. And we're now talking about the society of poor homeowners in many of these countries, because most of these peoples were not prepared and equipped to own and maintain home, and especially to come together as a community and maintain their building together. So that's why we have some very specific challenges where you need a lot of community awareness raising and you need social facilitation skills to help the community come together, because according to the law, only with a very qualified majority vote, the community can enter into a renovation of their buildings. So we are saying that what is most needed, the first bottleneck, is not finance, not technology, not skilled workers, but community facilitation. That's why we were very welcoming the EPBD's proposal to create one-stop shops for communities, because we believe that only by giving this social facilitation as part of the service one-stop shops can provide to multi-apartment buildings, you can really scale up the renovation of these buildings and help homeowner associations to come to the decision. The second obvious challenge is that we need good government policies, especially subsidies. Renovating a big building is very expensive. These communities cannot afford the full cost, so you need subsidies for renovation. And the third piece is we need banking finance. We believe that you need the savings of the homeowners, you need the subsidy, and you need a loan element. And we need to have loan products for homeowner associations. After the big financial crisis more than 10 years ago, banks realized that homeowner associations are reliable borrowers, because it's not like individual who loses his job and then cannot pay the mortgage. The community and the building will always be there. So they figured out banking products for renovation for homeowner associations without a mortgage type of collateral. I think the strategy which always works at all levels is to find a champion. I remember that in North Macedonia, when we started our program, nobody was doing multi-apartment renovations in the country, and it was very difficult to start something from scratch like that. And what made the change, that in some buildings we found the right champions who were either formal or informal leaders of their community, of their building, and they understood the relevance and the benefits of building renovation, and we helped them to convince the whole community and convene the whole community to understand and to make the decision.